Hey everybody, so today I've got the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Black Lantern Superman. Now this is part of the Build-A-Figure wave for Blackest Night. You get 4 characters, put them together, and then you'll be able to build Atrocitus. So I got this guy online. You can buy all the figures that you need right now. Amazon is a place that I like to go most of the time. And here are the other figures that you can get in order to complete the Build-A-Figure wave. So in addition to the Superman here, we also have Batman, we have Deathstorm, and then we have Green Lantern Kyle Rayner. I thought this line looked really awesome when they first revealed it, and I'm just going to be getting these figures one by one. You're going to get the legs for Atrocitus in this build. We'll get to the other figures later, but for now, let's take a look at this Superman. So here's our Black Lantern Superman, and before we get too deep into it, here's a look at the 2 Build-A-Figure legs that you get with them. Get a sense of how large that figure is going to be. And then we also get the base like all the other figures come with, and we get the collectible card. And the cool thing about this card now is that there is artwork on it and not just a picture of the figure. So I know a lot of people, myself included, prefer when there's actual artwork on the card as opposed to just, you know, promotional photo of the figure that we already have. So it's good that they did that. And then the bio on the back. So this is one of many Supermen that we've gotten from McFarlane Toys. But in my opinion, this Superman, has the best story. So real quick, in case you didn't know, this is the original Superman. This is the Golden Age Superman. And they had to figure out a way to explain back in the day how basically Superman and other superheroes could be doing 2 things at one time, pretty much. And they decided, well, they're not the same. They're on separate Earths. So this is the Earth 2 Superman, a part of the Golden Age of comics from the 30s to the 50s. And the Superman that we kind of know now is different, you know, so this is the OG Superman. And he died after a fight with Superboy Prime. And the reason why he's a Black Lantern is because he was brought back with a Black Lantern ring and he was destroyed completely at the end of that story arc. So this is the OG Superman and he is gone. Gone. And this is his zombified form. So I thought that was a really cool story. So let's take a look at our dearly departed Superman from the Golden Age. First thing, look at that face. And I think the zombified nature of the Superman and the Batman is what's really going to draw people's eye when they see this figure in stores, is what drew my attention. And I think us as a society, we aren't quite over zombies just yet. But that being said, look at the face. Highlighting what McFarlane does best. The face sculpts, the black around the eyes, the red eyes, the rotting teeth is such a great looking head sculpt. I absolutely love it. It's what really draws everything out. The skin is sort of like that pale, decaying kind of a color. You can see like the wrinkles and stuff on the arms, you know, so he really does look like a corpse in this. And they did a great job with that. Looking on the back, it's not that traditional Superman cape. Is torn into 3 different sections. There's 1, there's 2, and then here's the 3rd section. Very nicely done. Get it out of the way really easily. Looking at the rest of the costume, this S is kind of sloppy, so it didn't come out quite as clean as I would like for it to, and at times I kind of have to squint my eyes and tilt my head in order to see whether or not that's actually an S. I mean, it is, but it's just not the best. And another thing with these Superman figures in general is that they're always so easy to work with, because they're not held down by costumes that kind of get in the way, and jackets and belts and all that stuff. So taking a look at the articulation for this guy, it is nice and smooth. For this right arm is smoother than the left arm. As you can see, I can kind of move that and kind of just position it ever so slightly in different positions. Whereas this one can do the same thing on the left side. It's just a little it's a little tougher. It seems like the whatever is keeping it in place is a little bit more stiff, but that's just fine. You get a more absolute click out of it. But man, look at that skin. That skin is just so wrinkly. It's awesome. So you still get the awesome double jointed elbows here. I always love to see the double jointed elbows and the butterfly action right there in the arms, so you can rock those back and forth. The crunch action is pretty good as well, especially when you got him moving back. You know, he can move back a pretty good way. He can move forward decently as well. He doesn't come with a flight stand, but I think if he wasn't a part of a Build-A-Figure line, he probably would have come with a flight stand. And as far as posability goes, if you do have a spare flight stand, put him on that because he will look so much better with a flight stand. The legs, you got the double jointed knees as we usually do. You got the toe articulation, you got the pivoting at the toe, and then, you know, you can split the legs apart, you know, almost all the way. You can't get them all the way down to the table, but you know, hey, it's good enough. And this is Superman, so you want to kind of keep them, you know, somewhat in mid-flight. That's what I would like to do. That's actually what I'm doing with all my Superman that came with flight stands. They are all on the flight stands on my collection display. As far as his stability goes, not too much trouble getting him to stand up on his own, but you do get the black stand, and if you just want to make life a little bit easier on yourself, but as you mess around with him, you're going to have to fiddle around with it just to get that perfect position, in which I will not be able to do during this review, I am sure, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. But yeah, this Superman, I think because of the story that he's attached to and the lore that it brings in this amazing looking face sculpt, I think that he will make a wonderful addition to your collection. And then of course you get the Build-A-Figure pieces if you want to build that atrocitus. I hope I'm saying that name right, I'm not sure. Build-A-Figure. But yeah, I know we have a lot of Superman and we have a lot of Batman, but I love the uniqueness of it all. And next to the infected Superman, this one has, one of the most gruesome, cool looking face sculpts out of them. So I recommend them. $24.99 in stores. I finally got him to stand up on his own. And yeah, go pick him up, complete the Build-A-Figure wave. I think that this one is a good figure. So that's it, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeremy. I'll talk to you later.